Hi, my name is Shubham Kumar. Hello. Hi, my name is Shubham Kumar, and I'm gonna present a video regarding to a virtual machine on Azure platform. So let's begin from the starting. How to create account. Basically, I'm assuming that you have already created an account on Azure platform. So you have to register over there, or basically log in onto the Azure one. So just type azure.microsoft over here, signing, and then portal. Actually, on my browser my credential and everything is already saved, so I don't do anything need to I don't need to do anything. It will automatically redirect to uh, my Azure portal. So basically, this is the home page of Azure platform. You can see that there is a shortcut over the top, Azure services. You can manually create a resource, subscriptions, cost management, all resources. All these things are available on the dashboard. Over the side menu is available, and from here you can just search your resources and add on them. So before doing anything, if you are new to Azure one or Azure platform, you must have a subscription onto your Azure portal. Basically, what is a subscription? It is a billing process from where the Azure will deduct the amount from your account. Either it can be on any model. Basically, you can purchase a virtual machine or virtual server for a long time, let's suppose 2 to 3 years. So the costing can be vary. Or if you don't need a virtual server for so much long time, so what you can do, you can take a virtual server on demand basically. So in that case, there is a model, pass pay as per go model basically. So actually, this is my model, pay as you go now. So I hope that you will create it over here. So now, just start from the just creating a virtual machine. Okay, clicked over here on the virtual machine section. If you don't find it here, you can find on to the side menu also. So just click on to the add button, add virtual machine. Okay, this is a resource group. Basically, what is a resource group? Let me check, is any resource group available? Yeah, actually 3 resource group are available on to my end. So I'm taking any one of the resource group basically. So what is resource group? Resource groups is a collection or a bundle of your resources for the same machines basically. Suppose you can understand it something like that. You have two big application which should be run or execute separately on a two different server. Some resources that can be vary to both end basically. So what you will do, you can create two resource group for them and keep all information regarding to the same, basically a separation between two type of resources. So resource group can hold anything, a virtual machine, a hard drive information, virtual drive information. All thing can be added over to the resource group. You will provide the virtual machine name, suppose demo SR. Okay, it is saying me that this one is not underscore is not allowed into the virtual machine name. So from this drop down you can choose your reason on which you want your virtual machine basically. The default one is East US. You can choose any other also if you want or something like this. You will find that Central India. I am from India also, so you can select the India one also. But in case of India, you will not allow to with the availability side, I think. Okay, automatically uh, destruct your VM across multiple faulty domain. Okay, I will elaborate it also, but availability zone is not available into a current region. Basically, what is availability zone? So you can understood something like this, that if your server is on in any city of India, suppose in Mumbai, and due to any reason, suppose earthquake or any any basically faulty state or something like that, the server goes down. So what is your backup plan? So for backup plan or backup server, your replica set or availability option would be available. So on different zone or different area, basically you can place a same replica copy of that server or application data. So currently in India it is not available, that's why it is not showing me. This is the image. You can choose over here Ubuntu, anyone, Ubuntu, Oracle, Linux, Red Hat. So right now I'm gonna create Windows Server 2019. So what is Azure Sport Instance, I will let you know in brief after in another video. Basically all options will let you know in another video. So over here I'm creating a ID password. Okay, let me choose another password. Okay, so if you come down, we will see that there is inbound port. Basically what is inbound port? For taking inbound port is basically to taking a remote or basically MSTS RDP of your virtual machine. So I'm allowing it. Licensing, if you already have a license of Windows Server 2019, you can register over from here, and you have to provide your basically key. So what it does, currently it will place a cost. Okay, so actually I should go over the next, but directly I go over there. So just come back on basic. I should go over to the next one. Okay, over here operating system disk type is SSD, default one. I can choose the standard SSD, and the cost may be vary for both one. Encryption, actually all data which goes into the hard drive, that is automatically encrypted. So these are the uh, encryption methodology or encryption way, you can go with them. Data disk, what is data disk? Basically the above one is operating system disk, as you understand it something like that. If you have your own laptop, there is a C drive, so this one is a C drive. If it will goes down due to any reason or system will crash, so you have to reinstall the operating system. So in that case, if you keep your data onto the same drive, that will also be lost. So you should keep your data onto a different disk, that is data disk. Okay, if you already have a data disk, you can attach it over here. Actually I don't have, so I'm just creating a new data disk, uh, placing a name, a resource type, empty disk, storage block. Yeah, I will let you know these things in another video also. Enable share disk, what is this option? Basically if you have multiple virtual machine and you want to share this data drive or among them, so you have to enable this option. Okay, so I'm just leaving it as it is. Actually you can change the size over here. The cost may vary, and the cost is basically monthly basis. Okay, one time basic cost is there. So I'm just taking some space here. Now on networking, so basically if you know the virtual network, it is automatically created a new resource group for the networks. Basically, what I can do, I can create a multiple virtual machine on my network. So for communicating these network, what I did, I have to provide a way or a IP address to them. So this one is for that, basically private network, one type of thing. Yeah, I will show you a detailed video how to create a virtual network, but right now my focus is on virtual machine, so leave it as a default one. In case of load balancer, if you want, you can go with that. Okay, in management, enable with management storage account. Yeah, I just leave it a default one and just go into the advanced custom data. If you want to provide, no need to that, no need for that right now. For tagging, basically to keep tracking or giving or labeling name onto this particular machine. Right now there is no need. Actually this feature is needed when we have more than 2 to 5 or multiple machines we have basically, and we don't know which one is the machine one, or we don't identify that. So in that case we need this one. So now I'm just press on the creating the machine. So it will take few time to prepare my virtual machine. So as soon as it will prepare, it will show me that my virtual machine is created. Basically provide me the status, currently deployment is in progress. Basically what it doing behind the scene, it will create a virtual machine onto the Hyper-V, basically Hyper-V environment. It will create a virtual machine. Basically a installer in the background is executing, and that placing a request onto hardware or onto operating system basically, and that operating system doing all things. Okay, basically Hyper-V enabling virtual network is enabling, these things are done by the that installer. Multiple installers are also there. For example, Wix is also there, and Windows installer is also there. Some other purchase installers are also there. Yeah, you can go with that also. So actually it will take near about 2 to 3 minutes to complete its process. Deployment is in progress, as you can see. When I will open, I have to keep remember my ID and password for which I have passed on at the time of creating the virtual machine on the first slide one. So I have to reminder that. Okay, so what it did now, it has created a disk one, it has created a public IP, it has created a NSG network security group, and a resource group for network one, VNet one, basically virtual network के लिए. Okay, demo SRS, what is this networking. Okay, need about 2 to 3 minutes it will take. Okay, until that I'm telling you something else, or the Azure one. Okay, these are the side menu basically. So you can see if we go from the above one and on add resources, basically these are the old resources which I have created until now. Okay, so demo SRS is my machine. I think it is created successfully. Deployment is in progress. Okay, it is showing that demo SRS and all these stuff in a single grid, basically all data is showing to me. Okay, after that you will see that resource group and all these things. Okay, my deployment has been successful. So opening this virtual machine. Okay, so how can I open? First of all, First of all, this is the public IP, and yeah, this is the public ID, resource group, my subscription model, and all these things are available. And the virtual machine is in active state, basically in running state. So to connecting them, I have to click on this connect one and RDP one, download the RDP file. So you can see that RDP file is downloaded. So as soon as I open it, it will connect me to this server basically. So the virtual machine I think created, and it's up now. Yes, it is up now. Okay, so it will take some time to opening the server manager. Let it open, or you can manually open it from here. Service manager, network is up and everything is up. Okay, everything is okay. So I hope you like this video, and you know in future that how to create a virtual machine on Azure server. So thank you and bye bye. Please like and don't forget to subscribe my video. Thank you and bye bye.